Championship Sunday is here, and it's going to be one hell of a day in the NFL. I was doing some reading this morning, and I stumbled across an article in Sports Illustrated. It was written by Grant Cohn. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. He's the 49ers beat writer for Sports Illustrated. Been covering the Niners since 2011 for SI. There's a lot of speculation going around in San Francisco about who's going to be their quarterback next season. Matt Ryan, Matt Stafford, both rumored to possibly be heading to San Francisco. Now, if you've been following the channel here for the last week or so, then you already know who I think is going to be the quarterback in San Francisco next year. Deshaun Watson. I believe it would propel his career. I mean, he's already a top 10 quarterback right now. And he hasn't really had any development. Deshaun Watson's a top 10 quarterback off of his God-given talent alone. Couple of years working with Kyle Shanahan, one of the better offensive minds in the NFL, and Deshaun Watson could be on his way to legendary status. Grant Cohn from Sports Illustrated published a different theory the other day as to who is going to be the Niners' franchise quarterback in 2021. It wasn't Matt Stafford or Matt Ryan. It wasn't Deshaun Watson. It was Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers? Really? Now, I give him credit. He damn sure got my attention with the headline of this article. I mean, this has to be clickbait, right? There's no way in hell the Packers are even thinking about trading Aaron Rodgers. The dude's coming off one of the best years of his career, 48 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions. He led the NFL this season in completion percentage, touchdown percentage, interception percentage. If you told me that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the NFL right now, I wouldn't argue with you against it. So I continue reading this article on Sports Illustrated, curious as to how Grant Cohn is coming to this conclusion of Aaron Rodgers being traded to the 49ers. He theorizes that the Packers could once again get blown out by Tampa Bay and the Bucs in the championship game today. Now, that's not outside the realm of possibility. Not because the Bucs already beat the hell out of Green Bay earlier this year. That doesn't matter. I don't give a damn about that. I mean, the Saints beat the hell out of Tampa Bay twice this season, and we saw what happened last Sunday night in the Superdome. Green Bay losing big at home isn't outside the realm of possibility because historically, Aaron Rodgers has struggled in the NFC Championship game. He's 1-3 with a quarterback rating of just 78 in those 4 games, which is 25 points below his career QBR of 103.9. He's been blown out in the NFC Championship game twice. Happened in 2016 against Atlanta. Happened last year against the Niners. I mean, that game was over by halftime. Green Bay was never close. Grant Cohn theorizes that if the Packers get embarrassed at Lambeau Field today, the relationship between Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers, a relationship that has been strong all season, could just completely fall apart. They could blame each other for the Packers' loss. He even goes as far to say that Aaron Rodgers could blame the Packers front office for drafting Jordan Love in the first round. I mean, I don't understand that last point, but let's just keep rolling with it. Packers get embarrassed at Lambeau. Coach and quarterback blame each other. Aaron Rodgers is pissed at the front office for some reason, and a divorce is looming in Green Bay. Matt LaFleur and the Packers go into this offseason, and they are wanting to start the path towards their future. They want Jordan Love to be their starter next season. So what are they going to do with Aaron Rodgers? They trade him, of course, according to Sports Illustrated. They make the point that the Packers are on the hook for $37 million to Aaron Rodgers in 2021, which is about 20% of their salary cap. No NFL team has ever won the Super Bowl with their quarterback taking up more than 13.1% of the cap. Now, they left this next point out, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it. Green Bay has some serious salary cap issues this offseason, which, I mean, most NFL teams do. The cap's expected to drop to $175 million. The Packers, they're projected to be $20 million over the cap. So they're going to have to do some restructuring of contracts or just outright cut some players. Sports Illustrated, though, they say the cure for the Packers' salary cap woes is to trade Aaron Rodgers to San Francisco. But there's one big problem with that theory. Aaron Rodgers is essentially untradeable this offseason and in 2022. It really doesn't make sense for Green Bay to even consider parting ways with their quarterback until 2023. If the Packers were to trade Aaron Rodgers this offseason, they would be hit with over $31.5 million of dead money against their salary cap. Now, this wouldn't make sense in a normal offseason when the salary cap normally goes up, much less when it's going down. It's the same thing in 2022. I mean, the dead cap money isn't as much, just over $17 million, but that still wouldn't make sense. I mean, why would you willingly waste $17 million, especially when your quarterback is playing some of the best football of his career? That fact alone shoots Grant Cohn's theory of Aaron Rodgers in San Francisco in 2021 right out the window. It is not going to happen. I hate to use the term clickbait because it gets thrown around so much, but this Sports Illustrated article is the definition of clickbait. Not to mention the fact that if the Packers did trade Aaron Rodgers to the Niners, they would essentially be doing San Francisco a huge favor. Green Bay would eat all the dead money on their salary cap, and the Niners would get a future Hall of Fame quarterback for cheap, $22 million next season, and $25 million in 2022 and 2023. Why the hell would the Packers do that? Yeah, I mean, let's help out a conference rival by sending them a top 5 quarterback, and we will move forward with an unproven Jordan Love. I mean, does that make any sense to you guys? Here's what I think is going to happen over the next few years in Green Bay. For one, I like the Packers to beat Tampa later today. I know Aaron Rodgers has been pitiful in championship games in the past, but I just feel like he is due for a big game. Dude has been on fire all season. But come 2023, I do think Green Bay will move on from Aaron Rodgers and go with Jordan Love. And if they aren't confident with what they have seen out of Jordan Love over those 3 years, they'll just draft another quarterback to be Aaron Rodgers' successor. I mean, this is the Packers' MO. This is what they do. They did the same thing with Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for 3 years. And once Brett Favre hit 38, 39, the Packers moved on. And Brett Favre had just led them to a 13-3 season, an appearance in the NFC Championship game. They were the number 1 seed in the NFC that year. And, they lost that game to Eli Manning and the Giants. At that point in 2023, Aaron Rodgers will be 39 years old. That is when it will make sense to trade him. He will have no guaranteed money left on his contract. So the team trading for him gets a future Hall of Famer at no risk. They could cut him at any time, and the Packers could get draft picks in return. But Green Bay trading Aaron Rodgers this offseason? I mean, not only does it make no sense from an on-the-field perspective, Green Bay's going to be a Super Bowl contender next season too, but it doesn't make any sense for them financially either. So if you come across this article on Sports Illustrated, don't even waste your time reading it, because I just debunked it for you. Aaron Rodgers will be in Green Bay next season. All right, that's all for today. Hit that like and subscribe button. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Leave me a comment in the section below. Will the Packers trade Aaron Rodgers this offseason? Who do you guys like today in the matchup of legendary quarterbacks in the NFC Championship game? Tom Brady in Tampa or Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay? Let me know in the comments below. I like the Packers to win, but Tampa to cover. I mean, I just can't bet against Tom Brady getting points. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Best way to contact me is by email at BTLKC84@gmail.com. Enjoy the games today. I'll see you guys next time.